Welcome to another episode of our Tech Insights podcast. Today, we're diving into an exciting tool that's shaking things up in the world of API development, mitmproxy2swagger. Have you ever wondered how developers automate the process of reverse engineering REST APIs? Well, there's a clever way to do it now, and mitmproxy2swagger is at the forefront. So what exactly is mitmproxy2swagger? In simple terms, it's a tool designed to convert network traffic captured by mitmproxy into OpenAPI 3.0 specifications. Imagine you could run an app and, just by observing its traffic, create a structured representation of its API. That's the magic of mitmproxy2swagger. What's particularly cool is that the latest update also adds support for HAR files exported from browser dev tools. This means that you can now capture web app interactions more seamlessly and create API specifications from them, which is fantastic for developers who want an efficient way to document their work. All right, let's walk through some of the steps you need to get started with this tool. First off, installation is super easy. You'll need Python and pip installed on your system. Just run a simple command like pip install mitmproxy2swagger, or if you prefer Docker, you can build it from the source. Now, once you have it set up, the real fun begins. You'll need to capture traffic using mitmproxy. The tool has a user-friendly web interface called mitmweb, which makes it super simple to monitor API calls. Once you've captured the traffic, you can save it as a flow file. From there, it's a simple command to generate your OpenAPI spec. But here's a little pro tip. After the first pass of running mitmproxy2swagger, you'll have a draft schema generated, but it might not be perfect just yet. You'll want to edit it, possibly removing the ignore tags from certain endpoints you'd like to include. It's a bit like fine-tuning an instrument. You want everything just right for it to play in harmony. Did you know you can run the process multiple times to refine and enrich your API schema? This is especially handy if you've captured different data flows and want to merge them into a single comprehensive API specification. Just remove the unwanted parts, edit the paths, and then run it again to update your spec with better descriptions. Now let's talk about the flexibility it provides. When dealing with request data, you can even include examples and headers. But a word of caution here, this could potentially expose sensitive information, so always keep security in mind when generating these specs. One more neat feature is the ability to process HAR files directly from browser captures. Just by exporting a HAR file from your browser's dev tools, you can feed it right into mitmproxy2swagger, making the whole process even smoother. Before we wrap up, let's reflect a bit on why this matters. Generating accurate API documentation automatically can save developers a significant amount of time, allowing them to focus on building features rather than getting bogged down by manual documentation tasks. To sum it up, mitmproxy2swagger is a powerful ally for anyone working with APIs, giving you a reliable way to create, manage, and understand your API landscape. So if you haven't explored it yet, I encourage you to check it out. Thanks for tuning into today's episode. What are your thoughts on automating API documentation? Is there a tool you absolutely swear by? We'd love to hear your insights. Until next time, keep exploring the tech world and stay curious.